So, hello, I'm Raghav, and this is my product Final Whistle for the prediction markets and settlement track. So, one liner is head to head markets for those who like fun. It's currently deployed on the domain as it is given in the bottom finalwhistle.raghav.code. So, first we will go through the problem and how Final Whistle solves it in a unique fashion, and then through the live demo. So like let's talk about big platforms, Polymarket and Gumtree. Okay, so platforms like Polymarket, rely on human voting, also known as the UMA, to resolve some bets. Like an example is the Ronaldo crying controversy, which happened recently on Polymarket. It was a bet which had a volume of around $7 million. So it was kind of a rigged bet where rich players basically used up tokens to vote and force a fake result to steal money. So this is one problem. Another problem is the complexity. Like Kalshi and Polymarket basically use trading order books, and yeah, like there are bots on the network which exploit slow human players, and basically they place bets in a millisecond as soon as the goal is scored. So it's basically human versus bots, which kills the fun. And yeah, as I said, in Polymarket and Kalshi, you can't really let two friends or people bet on a match outcome. Like if imagine if you're you talking with a friend and want to bet on a specific outcome, you cannot do it in Polymarket or Kalshi because it's just order books. Like it completely kills the fun part of the entire experience. Another problem is that you can't really create your own bets or markets on these platforms that easily. Like they have fixed type of bets you can bet against, and there is no way to make your own unique bets. So Final Whistle basically solves all of this. Like it's quite simple. Two people agree on a match, they lock their stakes in an escrow, and then the TX line data basically proves the final score on chain and settles the bets. So no market maker, no liquidity to extract from people, simple fun experience. So this is a kind of a rough map of how it works. So you first open a match, create your own challenge, and then your opponent joins. The market gets locked down, and then once the TX line data proves the match outcome, the bets are given away basically. So this is the live demo. Head-to-head markets for those who like fun. Final Whistle. So it's quite simple. You just pick a side, you get matched, and then the winner in the end takes it all. So currently, like this is the way it works. The verified winner collects the entire payout, and if nobody joins, then you get your original amount. And if something happens to the match, everyone gets their own money back. So we can pick a match. Let's just pick, France versus England here, and then we can create a bet. Currently, we have kept it simple: either who wins or total goals. So this is going to start 5 minutes before the match kickoff. Currently deployed on DevNet. We can click on confirm, and then the bet is created. So really simple, approve. And now we can see that a bet is created on chain. We can view it on the Solana Explorer, as we can see. And we can go to my picks challenges first, and we can see all the challenges which have been created by people. Anyone can join these as per their own wish. And my picks is basically the portfolio, which bets we picked on what side. So let's just check the current challenge we created, and once the match settles, we can check the result. So currently it says in play and still waiting because the match hasn't completed yet. So really simple. You create a bet, your friends join in, the winner takes all the payout, and then yeah, the settlement is happened through the TX line data. So really simple and fun experience to basically slash out all the boring and mechanical parts of the experience which big platforms have. So this is the business model of this. Like we are going to take a small transparent 2 to 5% fee from the final price pool before the payout. So really sustainable, viral worthy kind of a mechanism. I would say we are not extracting or anything either. And this is how we use TX line to power the backend, to get the live football fixtures and kickoff times. And the most useful thing which I liked was, the game finalized function basically, which tells that the match has, yeah, this is the final score and which team won and everything, and the Merkle proven final stats as well. And the little bit of friction which we hit was that the open markets need an explicit expiry path once the lock and settlement grace period pass. So that's something the team can work upon. And another small issue was that the cancellation proofs need their own documented period, which is separate from a final score. So that was it, guys. I hope you liked it.